Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Wherever you are in the world, welcome, and thank you for joining us. My name is Carl Anthony, and this is AutoVision News Radio live at AutoSens and InCabin Europe 2024. We are joined by Marcel Gutsche, CTO, Managing Director, and co-founder of rabbitAI, a startup specializing in camera-based perception systems with a strong focus on in-cabin sensing technologies for the automotive industry. He leads the development of advanced machine learning models and algorithms, enabling companies to optimize their systems while meeting stringent safety and regulatory standards. Marcel's expertise lies in translating complex technical innovations into scalable, real-world solutions. This ultimately drives rabbitAI's mission to deliver high-performance, cost-effective technologies for the automotive sector. Marcel, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Good to see you, friend.
Thanks for having me here. Likewise.
So, Marcel, what are some of the primary challenges if we say we're going to use cameras only for OMS and DMS systems? If we said only cameras, what are some of the challenges there with driver and occupant monitoring systems?
Camera only is super attractive for OEMs to drive down costs because camera sensors are super cheap.
Yes.
But of course, there you have to really rely on the algorithms behind it because you want to have robust systems which can really excel under various conditions.
Yes.
So it's usual that you also use different sensors to make all the things more robust in general.
That makes sense. That makes sense. So how does rabbitAI validate and train specialized machine learning models for in-cabin sensing? And I'll add to that, what role then do digital twins play then when we're optimizing all of the system components? Two-part question there.
Two-part question there. So basically what we are doing for validation is that we capture with a multi-view camera setup the whole holistic space of in-cabin, so all the spatial components. So we have a digital twin there at the end, which we can use, as you can use synthetic data for building and also optimizing and validating your computer vision models. So we have a really rich 3D depth theme, which we then can use to also check how is your time of flight sensor comparing to that system, how is your LiDAR, how is your radar sensor performing, and you can also do what you can do with synthetic data then. You can also change perspective, for example, or add the scene to make the things more robust to variance, whatever you want to have.
Yes. Let's talk about near-infrared sensors. We sometimes see this abbreviated as NIR. So why are near-infrared sensors essential for in-cabin sensing? And then let me add a second question, so two-part question here. So further to that, how do you then ensure coverage of various sensor types and near-infrared active lighting during training and validation?
Yeah, that's a really important one. We are in the in-cabin market just this year, so we basically started. So for us, that was a real interesting new discovery that, of course, for in-cabin sensing systems, you need to perform also at night. So, and if you don't have light and can't see anything, it's hard. So we have active systems where you have infrared lighting to really illuminate the scene so that it works under every condition.
Yes.
And now the difficult part is when you do validation systems additionally, we have lots of different parts in the system, all with their own light sources. You have to make sure that they are not fighting each other, that you have one pattern in one kind of sensor system and another in the other, and you can combat that with different wavelengths and filters and these kind of physical systems to really filter out our data systems from customer data solutions.
You have a strong presence here in Barcelona at AutoSens and InCabin 2024 as rabbitAI. Marcel, that being said, what advantages does rabbitAI offer in terms of reusability, in terms of adaptability across multiple hardware setups, and even across, say, multiple camera generations? What advantages does rabbitAI bring there?
So what we see is that when you want to derive validation training data, you have these costly capture campaigns. You have lots of participants. set up a team, lots of different cars. And when you use our proprietary technology, our camera systems, which are really state-of-the-art, so we really don't shy any cost because it does not have to be in every car system all the time, just in your verification and validation car systems. And there you can then reuse such high resolution and quality to virtually replace your camera system. So we have a digital twin, and from there on you can re-render your data like with a artificial computer system.
Yes, yes. Marcel, in terms of this space evolving, the in-cabin sensing space evolving, what trends do you see on the horizon? And does AI play a role, say with AI and reusable data? Does that play a role when it comes to driving innovation?
I definitely think so. The reusability part of it, I think it's quite new. I haven't heard that during the fair. What I heard a lot in innovation is the question about what kind of sensors should we use. Sensor fusion plays a really big role.
Yes.
And OEMs really push for lowering prices, and in their world they really want just one sensor, one camera doing everything, checking your seatbelt, checking the occupancy of this. And there are so many systems already out there for more robustness. So I think it will boil down to putting more and more of the solution into the software aspect so that you can deal with cheaper and more available hardware to also have really high accurate systems to increase safety for passengers.
Yes. Marcel, I've been part of AutoSens and InCabin for 7 or 8 years now, and it's so wonderful to see rabbitAI now part of our community. I've enjoyed interacting with your colleagues and your coworkers, and then it's great to actually be here now on site in Barcelona and doing this interview, not just virtually, in person. So it's good to see you in person. It's good to see your exhibits and your booth, and really glad you're here. So from all of us at AutoSens and InCabin, I want to wish you the best of luck going forward. Have a good rest of the event, safe travels back home, and let's do this again sometime real soon.
Definitely. Thanks a lot.
More to come from AutoSens and InCabin Europe 2024 from the Fira de Barcelona alongside Marcel Gutsche. I'm Carl Anthony, AutoVision News Radio.